He is that fighter that had a huge reputation before breaking into the UFC. After a minor setback led to a major comeback of 5 straight victories. And now the question is, how can you swim with the Sharks in the top 10 of an absolutely star-studded lightweight division? That's the answer we get tonight for Rafael Fiziev, becoming the first fighter to proudly represent Azerbaijan in the octagon. Big stage tonight for the striker.
Going to answer a lot of questions as well, because ever since he came to the UFC, Fiziev had a giant reputation, you know, because you just got to look at the way he fights and you're impressed instantly. You think to yourself, wow, this guy could be a champion one day. Well, now after going on 5 consecutive victories, 5 impressive victories, now he gets a real test. A guy that's ranked number 10 in the world, a guy that was a champion, a guy that was almost a champion of 2 weight divisions, and that's been around the block forever. If he can pass this test, if he can get past Rafael dos Anjos, then we potentially have a future champion on our hands. But it ain't gonna be easy. He's gotta be sure that the takedown defense is on point. We know the striking is always there, but dos Anjos presents a complete threat with worlds of experience that Fiziev he's nowhere near that in terms of levels of experience, but that doesn't mean that he can't step up. And, you know, to be the man, you have to beat the man. Maybe tonight he does that.
He has 12 pro MMA fights. 6 of them have come in the UFC. Said this week, I'm not a beginner, but I feel like I'm just starting and I'm still growing as an MMA fighter. He's leaning on his striking experience. His takedown defense has been on point to keep the fight where he's at his best.
Yeah, 95% takedown defense, but I don't think he's fought a grappler like dos Anjos. But on the feet, he's so dynamic, so explosive, and just mean, but very smart and calculated. In the 3rd round against Brad Riddell kept exiting to the right. He noticed that. He saw a pattern, and he set a trap. He knew he was going to exit that way, hit him with a beautiful spinning wheel kick, and that was it. Beautiful work.
He's the betting favorite against the former champion, ready to make the walk. "18 years a pro fighter. UFC debut in 2008 at UFC 91. 37-year-old Rafael dos Anjos is not just still competing and fighting in the octagon, he's still doing so at the very top level. And this is not just rounding out his career with some big fights to cash a few checks. He has championship aspirations and believes that he's a big victory tonight away from putting himself in that conversation of getting a top 5 opponent, being thought of as a title contender later in 2022.
Well, that's why he's living down in Brazil, to finish his career as strongly as possible, to try and reclaim the title that was once his. This man has got so much experience. I say it all the time. You know, listen, the word legend gets thrown around. Dos Anjos is a legend, okay? He's fought for the belt of 2 weight divisions, claimed it in one of them. He's fought nothing but the best his entire career. He has no weak areas. He's got insane cardio. He's very strong for the weight class. And the mind, that is his most powerful tool. I used to train with this guy at the Rookie Gym. I used to see his sparring, right? The guy is a beast. He is a fighter's fighter. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot stress that enough. He's a mean son of a gun. I wanted to swear there, but, you know, ESPN and all.
Well, you just look at his strength of schedule when he moved up to welterweight. Performance of the night over Neil Magny, wins over Robbie Lawler and Kevin Lee. Took on Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington, Leon Edwards, title challengers, and the pound-for-pound #1 right now.
Which is just insane, and the man is a lightweight. Let's be honest, he went up to 170, and he was very successful. Fought for a vacant belt or an interim title. But down at 155, he doesn't have the size issues, and he's a problem for everybody.
And it's where he won the belt years ago, back in 2015. This Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official tire of UFC. Rafael dos Anjos, as mentioned, 37 years old. Rafael Fiziev, not yet 30. Both fighters 5 feet 8 inches tall. 1.5 inch edge in reach, lies with a -205 favorite, representing Azerbaijan, Rafael Fiziev. Here's Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Live from the UFC Apex, Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds of action this scheduled in the UFC lightweight division. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the Executive Director, Jeff Mullen, the Chairman, Stephen J. Kluben. The 3 judges scoring at octagon side, Derek Clary, Sal D'Amato, and Junichiro Kamijo. And when the action begins inside the octagon, your referee in charge, Mark Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Las Vegas, Nevada, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in officially 155 pounds in 12 fights. His record stands at 11 victories with 1 defeat. Fighting out of Baku, Azerbaijan by way of Phuket, Thailand. Here is the UFC's number 10 ranked lightweight contender, Rafael Adaman Fiziev. And across the octagon stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a grappler standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at the lightweight limit 156 pounds. This veteran holds a record of 31 victories with 13 defeats. He is the UFC's number 7 ranked lightweight contender, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the former UFC lightweight champion of the world, RDA Rafael dos Anjos.
All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions earlier. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. Good luck.
32nd appearance in the UFC for that man, Rafael dos Anjos. 7th ranked in the underdog to the 10th ranked Rafael Fiziev. First time in the career of Rafael Fiziev, he's scheduled for 25 minutes. Dos Anjos in his 11th UFC headliner.
RDA, ready? Fights on.
This fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official